welcome to this screencast on Canvas. This is for Sports Entertainment Marketing. My name is Mrs. Wilkins and I am the teacher for this class. Welcome. The screen that I'm on right now is called a universal home screen. At the very top, you're going to see your name, inbox, settings, log out, and help. I'm going to start with help. If you need help on Canvas, that means like you're having troubles with the login, you're getting kicked off of the site, then you'd want to click the help button whenever you can log in successfully, and you want to submit a query or a question. And the people at Canvas, they have tech specialists, and those tech specialists will help you with that. I won't get any notification of it because it's not something problem with the content, it's something that's a problem with Canvas itself. Whenever you're finished with the course or you're done with your session, you always want to click on log out so that you don't leave your screen open for someone else to use, or that you don't get all this, you bank all this time that you're logged in when you're not actually doing work. So you always want to log out when you're done. Settings, this is how you receive notifications. Some students like to receive notifications to their cell phones, to a preferred email, or they really just like to see them once they log into Canvas. Whatever your preference is, you can change that and modify that in settings. Inbox. Inbox message, I'm going to click that real quick. That's going to take us from this universal screen to another screen. And when we move to that other screen, you'll have some choices. This little area right here, where it says compose new message, you'll want to click that. Once you click that, you'll select the course that you want to send a message to, Sports Entertainment Marketing. You're going to click this little person icon over here, and you're going to put who you want it to go to, a teacher, a student, the observers, an administrator, what have you. For me, you can just put Mrs. Wilkins. So if you put Mrs. Wilkins, then it's going to pop up with my name, and then it says to. In the subject line, I want you to write what you need to talk to me about. Maybe it's grades, unit 9. Okay, just for example. And then you would type in what you wanted me to know and press send, and then I will get a copy of that. And then up here, when I open Canvas, I'll see a yellow circle with a number in it, and that lets me know that there's something that I need to read. Now, the same is true for you. I may send you something, and you need to read it. I'll be asking for some form of action. I may be asking you to reply back. I may be asking you to complete an assignment that is currently incomplete, or I may be asking you to give input onto something and give you a link for that. Whatever it is, make sure you click on it. Make sure that you do whatever action is necessary. If you don't, then we have a gap in our communication. And whenever we have a gap in our communication, that communication is not working. So then we'll try something else. So then my next form of communication may be to call your home. And if that doesn't work, then we may send someone out to the house who's a community specialist, just to make sure that that's where you are and that you are, in fact, receiving information from us through the computer or by phone or by inbox. So please make sure that whatever action we ask of you, that you take care of it in a timely fashion, and that you always keep the communication lines open between me and you and I with you. You can also reach me at 827-3393. Okay, we're going to go back to the Universal homepage. To do that, I'm going to click on this big Kern High School District logo. And bam, back. Okay, so this calendar will have all of your assignments and their due dates for every class you're enrolled in. So if you like to look at that, kind of plan ahead for the week or maybe plan out your day, you want to click on calendar, just like this. And it takes a little while to load because there's so much information in it. But once it does load, you can see. Now, some of my classes have a line through them. That means that work has been turned in. The ones that don't have a line through them, they have not been turned in. So you want to make sure when you do use this that you're paying close attention to what you're seeing. This is work not done. This is work that is done. Okay, we're going to go back to that universal screen again. Again, it takes a little while to come back. Through here we see grades. If I click on this grade icon, it's going to show me grades for every course I'm enrolled in on Canvas. If I click on courses, it's going to show me all the courses I'm enrolled in. When I do that, I'm going to click Sport Entertainment Marketing. That's the class we're paying attention to today. And it's going to redirect me to my home page. This is a home page just for this class, not the universal home page, the home page for Sports Entertainment Marketing. On the left-hand side of the screen, I see home, modules, and grades. Everything else that's highlighted will not be visible to the student screen. So those are the three things you're going to look at: home, modules, and grades. Home screen is my first form of communication with you. So it's like my bulletin board. It's kind of like my bulletin board or the whiteboard in a traditional classroom setting. So right here I have upcoming events and dates. So Unit 10 assignments, here are the assignments, here are their due dates. And I have the marketing meetup, which is Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. That's going to be every Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. Over here on the left-hand side, I have Unit 10, okay, 12/6 to 12/11. So that's the week that we're in. Then I'll describe for you what's going on this week. I'll also remind you of the marketing meetup. I'll also remind you that makeup work is always due. If you have a 0 in the grade book, it needs to turn into some points, and that my grade book stays open until the last day in the semester. So if you're missing something, do everything you can to get it in, because a 0 is not good. A 5 out of 10, far better than a 0 out of 10, okay? You will receive a penalty if things are turned in late, but it's going to be nothing near a 0. It's not going to be a 0, which is really bad. My office hours are from 8 to 3. I do have other labs, and I do have other commitments on campus with other students. If you really need to see me, I think it's best if you call to make an appointment. If you're just in the neighborhood and you want to drop in, maybe I'm available, maybe I'm not, it's not putting you out, then from 8 to 3 anytime, Monday through Friday, you can find me. Next, we're going to slide down to the bottom of the screen where I have this Unit 10 countdown timer. This is for all the units. I'm going to put this in units and midterms. You'll see a countdown timer, so everything in that unit. And we can see if we scroll up, that's 4 assignments, okay? 4 big assignments that are due. All 4 of those are due today in 10 hours, okay? This Google Hangout instruction, I'm going to get to that in a second. Lastly, I want to come over to this far side right here where it says coming up. You may see to do, coming up, and recent feedback. If you see to do, that means you have overdue assignments or assignments that are due within the next hour, and they need your immediate attention. You need to get them done. If you see coming up, that's just giving you an idea, hey, in a few hours you have some stuff due, like this one in 10 hours is due, and it may show things that are due tomorrow or maybe the next day. So kind of giving you a plan ahead for the future. If you see recent feedback, that's an area where I put things in. You'll see a grade notification, and you'll see if there's a message from me. If you get a message from me on one of your grades, that means that I'm either congratulating you on a job well done, or I'm giving you feedback on something I'd like you to change, or another action I'd like you to take, and you may actually get points back. So it's real important that you pay attention to those things. Now, down here, if you are behind 1 unit or more, your attendance is required for the marketing meetup. If you cannot meet up with me in person at KernLearn, you can go to a Google Hangout from 9 to 11, and that link is on this page. If you can't make either one of those, then I will have a Google form, and you can fill out on that Google form or that Google Doc. You can give me the question you'd like answered, and you can RSVP that you're going to watch the video, so you'll need me to send you the link to the video. So I'll screencast the tutoring session or the enrichment session, and I expect the questions to be asked no later than the Thursday before the meeting, and then I will answer your question during the meeting even though your presence is not there, okay? So moving on to the Google Hangout instructions. First, you need to be logged into Google with your Kern High School District credentials. Second, you'll click this image on this page. That'll link you right up to my Hangout. Third, you're going to click join once you have been redirected. So I just clicked the button. Now it's going to take you to an image of me talking. I'm going to click join. When I click join, then I get some other features right here in the corner. I can chat, so I can actually ask you a question. Welcome. Okay, and so it pops up in my screen. Now, you can ask a question. You can share your screen by showing me what you're looking at, okay? You can stop sharing your screen by pressing stop, and this is just a neat way for me to communicate with you, even if you can't be present for our hangout in the office. So I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you. Thank you.